Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be basically talking about this woman right here named Tessa or Renessa or Tessa, some shit like that. Alright. So let's go ahead and explain, and make sure you guys type in the chat. Let's see, properties. Um, let's see, blending mode. All right, either way, we could just leave it like this. Sorry. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's go ahead and fix this to properties. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get this going. All right, guys. So basically, let's see. Let's go ahead and explain the whole entire story of this woman right here. So if you guys haven't seen this, this is Tessa. This is Tessa. And she basically is like someone that married someone that is a pathological liar. In the early 2020s, as the world grappled with the COVID-19 pandemic, a woman named Tessa, embarked on what seemed like a whirlwind romance. Over 52 TikTok videos totaling more than 8 hours, she revealed the shocking truth. Her husband, whom she called Legion to protect his identity, which I gotta say, that's pretty nice of her. I guess that's not that bad, you know. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a picture. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a picture of him. Let's see. Okay, so Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a picture of him. I think I found one right here. Okay, save image to downloads. Alright, got it. Let's go ahead and add it right here. Image. Okay. Browse. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try to put it on to downloads. Okay, so I got the picture right here. This is them right here. This is a picture of them. So let's go ahead and go through the story. Okay, so in the early 2020s, as the world grappled with COVID-19, the pandemic, a woman named Ressa Tessa embarked on what seemed like a whirlwind romance over 52 TikTok videos, totaling in more than 8 hours of storytelling that will let you go crazy because of how many lies she says that this man told her. She revealed the shocking truth that her husband, who she called Legion to protect his identity, was a pathological liar who fabricated nearly every aspect of his life. This documentary unravels the story chronologically, exposing every single lie, every red flag, and revelation. We're going to detail how Legion's deceptions built a false reality that this woman literally believed, exposing every lie, every red flag, and every revelation. Will detail how Legion's deception built a false reality and how Ressa uncovered the truth through investigation and sheer determination. Okay? Okay, so this is her basically saying what she said. So I'm going to quote her on this. I'm going to tell you the story of how I met, dated, and married and discovered a real pathological liar. This is her quote. This is my introduction and disclaimer. I'm going to be truthful even if it makes me look bad. He was a narcissist, and yes, there was some mental health issues going on. End quote. That's the end quote for her. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to the rest of the story. So this is her story of Ressa telling us on TikTok what happened in their marriage. So it all began in March 2020. Ressa, a 35-year-old woman from Georgia, she matched with Legion, which is her man right there. I post a picture of them right there. Okay, she matched with him on Facebook, and remember that she calls him Legion. She doesn't give us his actual name. She doesn't give us his actual name on TikTok. She doesn't give us his actual name. Okay? So let's see. Okay, so she doesn't give us his actual name. Let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so she matched with him on Facebook dating app and Hitch. So she matched with him on two different apps. She said that that was already a red flag for her. Right away, red flags appeared, she says. He used two different names and photos, two different photos on each app. Okay, but in the chaos of the early pandemic, these red flags seemed minor to her. They didn't mean a lot. They didn't seem like big things that she should like break the whole date off or anything for. Okay, she basically ignored these red flags. So let's go ahead and jump onto their first date. Let's see how that went. On their first date, Legion, the man, painted a picture of a successful and stable life that he supposedly had. He claimed to have a successful and stable life. He claimed that he just moved in from California to Georgia for a job as a regional manager at a major condiment company. Now, she doesn't tell us what this condiment company is. She doesn't tell us what the condiment company was. Think a household name brand, she says. Though Risa never specified it, the company, he said, covered his housing. So basically, he was such an important employee of this company that he basically was offered housing, and the company covered his trip, covered his housing expenses, was gonna basically find a house for him because he was such an important uh, asset to the company. He detailed his backstory. So he grew up in Philadelphia, played college football at San Diego State University, stayed on the West Coast after graduation, worked as an IT specialist at Apple during the football off seasons, played in the Arena Football League. So he played in the Arena Football League, married a woman with two kids. He says that he got cheated on by that woman. So he says that the woman that his first wife, she had two kids. He says that he got real attached to him. You know, he really liked the two kids. And one of them, I believe, was like the girl was in her 20s and the boy was probably like 17, 16, 15, somewhere around there. Probably like a teenager. I think he was the younger one. So he got cheated on. He says that she cheated on him, his first wife. He's telling her all of this on their first date. Okay, got cheated on, divorced, but stayed close with his ex stepchildren. He presented himself as wealthy, family orientated, and ready to settle down. The perfect pandemic partner. That's basically what he's presenting himself as. They decided to quarantine together at Risa's 3-bedroom house. Legion paid the rent and the utilities, fostering dependency from Risa. So in this story, she does say that it felt intoxicating to know that the man was able to pay all the bills. By April, they were house hunting. Okay, so by April, these two people were house hunting together. With Legion promising to buy a home for their future family. Now, this is a quote from Risa. All right, so this is where the quote starts. We met around March 4th of 2020 on Facebook dating. He seemed kind of generous, thoughtful, almost too good to be true. He said he was a former football player. Now he's turned into a regional manager. We moved in together because of COVID. It felt right at the time. End quote. Now, but here's the first set of lies exposed later. Legion never played football at San Diego State. Okay, he never played football at San Diego State. He said that he did play football in San Diego State, but he didn't. Okay, he didn't play football for San Diego State. Okay, so that's one lie right there. Okay, school records show no trace of him. He wasn't a regional manager. He held odd jobs, possibly as a forklift driver or a forklift operator or as a security guard. His Apple IT gig, it was fabricated. A family story, partially true but twisted. He had an ex wife with stepkids, but no ongoing relationship with the kids. And the divorce details were falsified. These lies built trust quickly, exploiting the isolation of lockdown. Red flag: the rapid escalation from matching to cohabitation in weeks. Okay? So it seems like he just wanted to basically just find somewhere to crash basically for the for the for the couple of weeks that he's going to be on quarantine for. And if we look at it, I mean, quarantine was actually for a long time. I think it was like for 2 years. So I think he was probably trying to find somewhere to like quarantine with. I mean, the woman Risa does say that like, hey, she gave him like a place to stay, a 3 bedroom apartment or a three bedroom house, two bathrooms, and she was like loyal, all this crap. But okay, so all right then. So the family story, partially true but twisted. He did have an ex-wife with stepkids, but no ongoing relationship with the kids, and the divorce details were falsified. These lies built trust quickly, exploiting the isolation of lockdown. Red flag: the rapid escalation from matching to cohabitation in weeks. Lie number one. We're going to go ahead and jump on to lie number one. Okay, his football career. He claimed that he played football for San Diego State. Okay, but no records show that he was actually enrolled into school and let alone played football for them. Okay, so the school inquiry, she called the school, she called them, asked them, like, hey, is this guy, like, really going to school here? Is he, actually, going to school here? Is he part of the football team? Oh, snap. Okay, so she she definitely found out that he wasn't playing football. So the red flag number two. Red flag number two. Different dating app identities. He had different dating app identities. Hello? Did you say hero? Hero. Hero. How are you doing, hero?